Hi HGTV, I'm Brandon.
Hi, I'm Jeff. How you doing?
And welcome to our home here in Cincinnati, a temporary home here in Cincinnati. We want to invite you guys in, show you around, and tell you why we are clearly the best picks that you guys could make for an episode of House Hunters.
Clearly, Brandon?
Obviously. So.
The best picks, huh?
Yeah. So
okay.
I'll let Jeff start out here, and he can kind of show you around here in the entry and tell you a little bit about us and just why we want to be on the show.
Yeah, no, definitely. So Brandon and I met about a year ago, right during the process with him going ahead and going to be House Hunters before. And we both loved the show.
Probably the best episode I've ever seen.
Definitely, me as well. And so we both are fans of the show, have been fans of the show for years. And really, that was one of the things that we just started talking about when we first started to get to know each other. So we met, we started having a relationship together, and it's just been fantastic ever since. To the point where we fell madly in love with each other, and not only
madly,
yeah.
No, so he's pretty great.
Shut up. So we're actually not only moving, but we're also going ahead and getting married. They say that in life there's some big stresses in your life, even though they're great events. We're checking off the box left and right here. We're going ahead and moving, 2 new jobs, and getting married. And we couldn't be more excited for this next chapter, and hopefully HGTV will come along with us on this journey. So I got relocated with my work, and in the process of going ahead and now working for a national bank out of our Connecticut office, and I was in Cincinnati for a long time. So really excited about it. So Brandon, why don't you show us everybody about the house here and what we like and what we don't like about it?
Yeah, so I'm actually looking still for a new job in New York. Got a few leads at this time, but don't know yet. So I may be just making House Hunters episodes over and over again to earn a living.
Really, Brandon?
Anyways, so welcome to our home. We have loved this place, and even though we've only been here for 9 months, we've basically fixed all the things that I complained and whined about in the first episode we've done. So show you.
You were pretty whining. I think someone called you a diva. You remember Jason? May have called you a diva.
Shut up.
I think that was pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah, I won't live that one down. So, anyways, one thing that we really love about our current place, and I'll lead you on into kind of the main entryways or main area here, so you guys get an idea of it, is that the place has a ton of character. It's nice and open and bright. One of the big factors, we do have an addition to the family as well. We've got a little pug who is not here right now because he's out visiting family because we actually closed on our new place in New York.
Oh, it was last Monday.
Yeah, this
very cool. Monday. Yeah, this past Monday.
So he's still out in the country, enjoying the little time he has left to run in the grass and not the concrete jungle of New York.
But he is super excited to move as well.
We haven't told him that some of his toys are not going with us because there's no space, but that's okay.
We'll talk a little bit more about space in just a little bit.
Yeah, but anyway, so the place has the hardwood floors, the high ceilings, the exposed brick. We wanted to find that character in our place in New York too. So, which I think we'll send you guys some pictures too. I think that you'll see that we really did succeed in finding a place that, albeit a lot smaller and a lot more expensive, it does have that character that we.
Yeah, I think we really lucked out. We were very fortunate to go ahead and find a space that really meets both of our styles. So one of the things that we thought was really cool was, just having some history of a place. And, like this place here, what was really neat about it is the floors that are currently in the place right now. It used to be a light manufacturing building in the turn of the century. And so what you actually see is like some markings from some machinery that was on there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It has a story behind it. And so when we looked at our new place, that's what we wanted too.
Yeah, the one we actually found the place we actually found used to be a hotel. Was built back in the 20s.
Yeah.
Was a hotel, so it has a really beautiful lobby area that has been kept, you know, to the original with all the original features. It has these huge. It's a corner unit. It has these huge casement windows that let in just a ton of light. Actually, here it looks really bright right now, but we actually butt up right against a skyscraper that's next door, so it lacks a little bit of light, and that's one thing that we really wanted to focus on in our new place.
Yeah, especially because size-wise. So this place right here is around 1,200 square feet. Our new place is right around 500, not exact.
So all this furniture is for sale because none of it fits in a new place.
There's a few things that we're taking.
A few choice pieces.
Not many, though.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right there. So
Jeff was definitely more accepting of the new size than I was. You know, I knew going into it that we were going to have that we were going to be downsizing, but we looked at some really small places.
Small.
You were a lot more open to a small place than I was.
Yeah, so. I tend to be a pragmatist and realize what you get, and after not too long of research on the internet, you realize what your money gets in Manhattan. And actually, let's talk about our price.
Yeah.
You know, our budget for a while, right? So our budget in New York for a condo would have been just under $400,000.
Yeah.
And for a co-op was about $350,000. And why the difference? Well, we've had this crash course on co-ops.
Yeah, it was a learning experience.
It's been a great experience, but there are some unique differences to it. And we've learned that, you know, a lot of the metropolitan areas, especially New York, Chicago, have a decent amount of co-op stock. So I think that's a benefit.
Like 80% of the city is co-op. So.
And if you want anything that's old, it's definitely going to be a co-op.
Yeah.
And that typically comes with a process that you have to go through for application, as well as additional down payment requirements.
Yeah. So,
well, you've done a lot of things to this place. You mentioned it before. Why don't we show HTTV what you've actually changed about it, seeing that they've had the opportunity to film this.
Here's what we've done for the new buyer of our place. So yeah, I whined and complained about the kitchen counters and the appliances. So sure enough, I did. You know, we did the stainless steel appliances. We put in granite counters over there, and then a butcher block mahogany here. So
yeah, it's really great.
Really has turned out beautifully. So. Yeah. We're excited to now move to our next place. And our kitchen, actually, in our new place, is laughably small, laughably small. So we'll be redoing that here over the next probably year or so.
Definitely, you know, and I think that's one thing where we both had to come to terms with it and work with each other. Is we had a little bit, you know, Brandon was more of a wanting to project fixer-upper type thing. And I would have preferred something maybe just to come in. But I'm glad where we ended up. Because while the kitchen definitely needs a lot of work, and I love to cook.
It's all livable.
It's all livable.
We looked at some places that, I mean, were a little rough, to say the least.
And so the co-op place that we bought, actually, used to be a hotel. So you can imagine converting a hotel-type room into a living space. The spaces are going to be, especially the kitchens, are going to be a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And our stuff really, I think, will fit very well. Our style is eclectic, mid-century, modern. You know, really sort of a mixture of things that, you know, you may find at your local flea market, garage sale type place, great find, with some artwork that really we're really
I'll show
attached
you here
to,
a little bit.
Or some really cool lighting.
Yeah, like these chairs. These are actually a find of mine. They were actually in the old place too. But this is a perfect example. So, like, you know, very modern, mid-century, but we found these chairs, believe it or not, for $1 a piece. And they are original, the original diamond wire chairs. So it was like totally lucked out. Yep. And then we love art. So our art collection kind of really meshed together really well. So Jeff has some wonderful pieces. I had some wonderful pieces. We've actually got a couple artists in the family. And we fully take advantage of them giving us pieces as gifts and everything. So our new place, we wanted it to reflect, you know, kind of that style, that modern with some good character, good bones, but then, you know, kind of an eclectic, you know, we'll inject kind of our eclectic modern
Exactly.
style to it too.
And I think the other piece that's sort of been through this whole process, like it's been fun to do it together. We've had a great time together. Yeah, we've had a few debates, you know, no
and
doubt.
still have debates
And
going on.
And still have debates going on. But I think the other piece is it sort of has forced us to figure out what's important, right? We're choosing that we have to edit, you know, our pieces.
Yeah.
You know, whether it comes from artwork
actually.
or let's actually show.
We'll show you what we don't have in our new place, and that is a bedroom. So, fortunately, we're pretty neat people, so we
Well,
make
not only a bedroom.
we make the bed. Oh yeah,
the
we
other
don't.
thing that we will be lacking
Yeah,
will be
all these wonderful
big closet.
wardrobes that are stuffed with all of Jeff's clothes, and
That's
like
not true that they're all my clothes.
half of one of those is mine.
That's not exactly
We actually do have a closet in our new place, but it is half the size of this. Oh, and this has laundry in it. Yeah, that would be nice. So yeah, that didn't happen.
But our new place has an awesome gym now. And that's
It
what's
does.
really cool. It has a gym on the bottom floor, which, you know, we always like to work out. And it would be really nice that we can go ahead and leave Puck here during the morning and not have to, you know, deal with her away and stuff.
like,
so we're really fortunate there.
We've been told by tons of people, even in New York, our attorney, our broker, all said we ended up finding really an awesome place.
Yeah, and they couldn't have been greater. Like you hear about some complex stories with working and buying in New York City, and the folks that we worked with there were absolutely the most courteous and professional folks we've ever worked with, and really, really nice people.
Yeah, they were. Actually, the New York side of the process was leaps and bounds easier than we could have ever imagined it being.
So,
anyways, you know, we would love the opportunity to be on the show, and had a blast the last time. Jeff made a little cameo up on the rooftop deck, so
I was not quite the camera expert that Brandon was after a couple days.
Okay,
But-
here, so no, we would love the opportunity. We watched the show constantly and had a blast watching it with friends and everything last time. So if you'll have us, we would love to be on the show, and we really appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you, guys.